wins sometimes, but Lopez not hitting with the counter.
It's hard to see those punches because he's ducking. They watched a lot of film on Lopez, and they know that this guy stands straight up when you're close to him. And those overhand rights, he just can't defend against.
Round 8 scheduled for 12 for the WBO Featherweight Championship of the World. Orlando Salido, last 3 rounds really coming on against Juan Manuel Lopez, the challenger in the purple.
Salido is 31, has been fighting since he was 15 years of age. But does he look like a fighter who is shop worn? Not even in the least. He said to us, all of us at the fighter meeting, I feel like a young 31. I feel like this is the beginning of something big for me. And he's fighting that way.
There's been 1 knockdown in this fight. At the end of the 5th round, Lopez with a sneaky right hook right on the chin of Salido, and the champion went down. As we take a look at the total power punching numbers, Salido 164 of 391, 42%.
And those show stats numbers there, as you see them continuing to update, and you see the huge margin for Orlando Salido in this fight. They are throwing almost the same amount of punches, about 20 more for Salido, but he is landing at a better rate, Salido. Now he's backed up for the first time, Salido, in a while, but he is counter-punching off the ropes. Wow, this is some fight, it really is. Even though Salido is probably winning most of the rounds, we think. Oh, hitting on the break by Lopez.
Lopez making the decision now to get in close.
And Salido
says this is more than Lopez we're accustomed to see.
He might have Salido on his heels a little, even though Salido's counter-punching off those ropes. Wow.
What a war.
Again, Lopez is standing straight up, and he's susceptible for those big overhand rights from Salido.
Look at the combination punching by Orlando Salido, now backing up. 4-punch combination.
These are 2 men in there, guys. I mean, this is spectacular. Even though Salido's winning this fight, Lopez is acquitting himself with dignity, valor, and toughness.
Remember, Lopez has 28 knockouts to his credit, 31-1. Juan moving forward. Juan,
he took that shot like a man. Wow.
That was a beautiful counter left hook that Antonio's referring to by Salido. Salido has thrown 90 punches in this round and landed 35.
And the one difference in this round is Lopez has been the aggressor.
Yes.
This entire round, he's backed Salido up.
Even though he's losing the round, he's still been the aggressor.
Will the 31 years of age make a difference for Orlando Salido as this fight goes on?
In this action here, both men on the inside and Lopez kind of pushing down. Now when the referee comes in, Lopez perhaps guilty of some hitting on the break, although that was marginal. I said it when it was live, but now looking at it on replay, I'm going to be a little less critical of Lopez. And Orlando Salido, this combination punching, getting through the guard for the most part of Lopez, and Lopez landed a good counter punch of his own. And there's the right hook of Lopez. Lopez was able to have his moments in that last round. He was outlanded by about 16 punches, but he did land some things. And you know what? The right hook is starting to emerge a little for Lopez in this fight.
And that's the punch he has always thrown crisp and always thrown short. That punch can be a surprise punch in this fight.
And that's the one punch that could hurt Salido, and of course it did knock him down earlier in this match.
9th round, scheduled for 12 for the WBO Featherweight title. Juan Manuel Lopez, the challenger in purple. Orlando Salido, the Mexican champion, in silver and blue.
Excuse me, Salido's been 12 rounds, and he has won 3 and 1-1, lost 3, and has a no decision in 12 rounds. The no decision was a fight in which he beat Robert Guerrero but tested positive for a banned substance, so they changed it to a no decision. Lopez had been 12 rounds once, but it was a very tough affair in which he barely ended up on his feet in winning a decision against Mataga.
Now Lopez going to the body. Lopez with some clean shots. Lopez. Nuts and guts, folks.
I'll tell you what, Salido said that when it came down to it, he'll find Lopez in the center of the ring, going toe-to-toe, and he got what he asked for.
Oh, this is staggering.
Beautiful. Boxing, folks. This is what we love.
Swelling under both eyes of Orlando Salido. Oh,
I don't think that's going to slow him down at all.
No.
Juan, digging, left hook, right hook, up top with the right hand.
Those body shots may be getting to Salido.
Salido, mouth open. Listen to this crowd. Salido punching off the ropes, uppercut gets through. Juan leaning forward, takes another uppercut, a left hand this time. 48 seconds ago in the 9th round. One of the great rounds we've seen this year.
Can you say Corrales Castillo? Wow.
Talking about laying it all out on the line, giving it all, everything you have for the victory. It's incredible.
What a round!
Wow. Nothing like it in a long time. In a round in which Orlando Salido outlanded him, Lopez 37-22, but it felt closer than that, didn't it? Both men wailing away. Lopez pushed Salido back for much of the round, but both men landed monster shots. Left hooks by Salido, right hand, and of course, Lopez landing some excellent right hooks as well. They just both went at it over the whole 3-round period. And the lead right hands by Salido were pretty spectacular.
Al, if there ever was a 10-10 round, that was one.
You could make a strong case for it. Myra, Salido.
And look at Salido's eyes. Swelling under both. He's blinking. Breathing at the beginning of the 10th round out of his mouth.
Now, Salido has landed almost 100 punches more than Lopez. Oh, my!
Lopez hurt.
He's out
and he goes down. Salido with the uppercut. Juan staggering.
That's it.
It's over again.
That's it. That's a good stoppage. Good stoppage. Young man took a lot of punishment tonight, Al.
Wow.
Orlando Salido does it again in Puerto Rico.
One of the important subplots of all this was that the two swelled up eyes of Salido were making things problematic for him, but then he got Lopez in big trouble, knocked him down. He would struggle to his feet, and you see how he wobbled. Now the referee did the right thing there, not stopping it at that moment, but let's take a look again at the knockdown. There would be a huge right hand. That's the one that just got him in big trouble, and then the left, and there would be another right uppercut. Those were tremendous punches, and followed by a left. Now it's important to note that the referee, Robert Ramirez Sr., took a moment to take a look at Lopez, and I still didn't stop it, but all of a sudden he sees Lopez wobbling and he looks at him and says, no, I've got to stop this fight.
That's a great stoppage.
Yes, it is.
Sometimes you have to save a guy from himself.
Yes.
We knew Lopez was going to get up. We knew he wanted to fight and continue on, but it was just too far gone. I mean, he would have to have a miracle punch to stop Salido, and it seems as if Salido was getting stronger. He fought a gallant fight. You can't take anything away from Lopez.
Let's go inside the ring to Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 32 seconds in round number 10. Tenemos el tiempo, 32 segundos en round número 10. El referee paró la pelea. The referee stops the contest. The winner by way of technical knockout, and still the WBO featherweight champion of the world, Orlando Siri Salido.
Orlando Salido retains his WBO featherweight championship belt, once again beating Juan Manuel Lopez in his home country in the final show stats.
You can see the big margin in number of punches landed and in power punches landed, and for Salido, only 5 jabs landed in this fight, intriguingly, but all those power punches, the left hooks, the left uppercuts, the overhand rights that landed against Juan Manuel Lopez, who of course also did his share of landing. That's why those eyes are so swelled up for Orlando Salido.
All right, Ray.
Time now to go inside the ring with Jim Gray, who's standing by with the champion.
All right, Gus, thank you very much. Orlando, congratulations. Felix De Jesus will translate for us. How would you assess this battle that you were just in?
Felicidades, Orlando. ¿Cómo esta batalla, cómo tú dices que fue esta batalla?
Fue como lo que dije, iba a ser una guerra arriba del ring. Empezamos a intercambiar golpes, es un peleador muy fuerte. Él tiene todo para ser campeón, también es un buen peleador.
This is how he planned this fight. He knew it was going to be a tough fight. They knew they were going to counter punch and change punches, and it was just a tough fight. He's a tough fighter.
You landed more than 2-to-1 power punches. Coming into this fight, would he have thought that be possible?
¿Tú pensabas que iba a tirar 2 sobre 1 en lo que se refiere a trompadas sobre López?
No te entendí.
Que sí, ¿tú pensabas que en esta pelea tú ibas a tirar casi doble de lo que tiró López en esta pelea?
Claro que sí, para llegar a una edición y tener posibilidades, tenía que tirar el doble de él.
He knew that if he was here in Puerto Rico and to win the decision, he needed to throw at least 2-1.
Before we look at the knockdown, ask him to describe in his mind what he can remember of that 9th round. That was one of the greatest rounds that we've seen in an awful long time.
Antes de ver el knockout, describe un poquito el 9º round, que es uno de los mejores que hemos visto últimamente.
No, pues fue un round a tú por tú, como te digo, es un peleador fuerte, que no se deja, ni yo tampoco, combatimos hasta que cayeron los dos, y gracias a Dios, pues él fue el que cayó.
We were both competed in that round. It was punch for punch, and luckily he's the one that fell.
Let's take a look now, if we can, Orlando, on the monitor right here. Tell us about the knockdown here in the 10th round.
¿Cómo fue el knockdown aquí en el 10º?
Le pegué unos uppercitos y hubo al lado derecha. Todo lo último fue un upper. ¡Oh!
He worked with the uppers, and then he came down with the uppers, and then the right hand put him down.
And then did you feel as though he was going to be able to get up, and he was able to get up,